Okay, this section now we're going to be building our octopus. We're going to be doing the head part now. And in this part, like I said before, I used the confetti color pack. So obviously they have multicolor into just one band, so they have 3 colors. So that's why it looks very colorful and mixture-like. For this one, I'm going to do more of a pattern. I'm going to be using mostly the yellows, and I'm going to be doing some parts with the tarantula color. I've already completed these tentacles. Right, so with these, I'm going to be adding them on towards the bottom part over here. And for my eyes, I'm going to be using the glow-in-the-dark blue, right? And some black as well. Alright, so just go ahead and get started. First thing is we're going to be working with double bands, whatever color you want to do. And if at any point you want to do spots, or if you want to do stripes, whatever you want, you can do whatever pattern you want for your octopus, and then from there you'll probably get a little bit more comfortable. This is the same exact configuration we have for the elephant, and I'm going to be using the same type of patterning design that I used for the elephant, except of course the structure is going to be slightly different, but it's pretty much almost the same. Okay, I'm going to be starting right here from the middle, so I'm going to go at the very middle part right there. I'm going to be adding 2 bands. And those 2 bands, I'm just going to put them right there, and I'm going to make my way over until I do 8 pegs in total. So I'm going to continue going. I'm going to take some yellow out so that way it's going to be a lot easier for me. So I'm going to go over this way, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now this way 3 times also. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna go diagonally over on both sides. So again, double bands. Going diagonally, right. And I'm gonna go down on all of them with double bands. Make sure you go down all 8 pegs. Now that you've gone down on all 8, now we're going to go diagonally yet again. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And again, on all 10 pegs now, you're going to go down. I'm going to continue with my yellow. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit different now, because I want to add some stripes onto this now. But the way that, kind of the same way that we did for the elephant, if you did the elephant that you saw a few videos before, since there's 2 bands, one of the bands goes onto one side, the other one goes up. So what I'm going to do is I want the ones that go to the side to be the tarantula color. And I want to be able to do that. Those are always the first ones that I do. So the next one that I lift is the last band, which is going to be the yellow band. So I'm going to do yellow bands first, and then I'm going to do a tarantula band. And this is how I'm able to do a pattern on mine. So obviously when I lift this one up, that one's going to be first, that one's going to go to the side, and then the yellow one is going to go to the top. So the yellow pattern is going to continue going to the top, but I'm going to have a line of just that tarantula color. You can do whatever you want, but if you want to do something like this, if you want to add spots or if you want to add stripes, then you can do this type of patterning. Alright, now the rest I'm going to do with yellows. So another row of yellow. Or you can do whatever color you want. Or we're going to go on to the next row. Alright, it's going to be our third row. I think we have to do 6 of these in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so 6 in total. So right now we're starting on our third row of bands. Alright. And on this one I'm going to do double bands of my tarantula one, because I want this to be a thicker line, so I'm going to be doing double bands on these. This is for my preference. You can do whatever you want. On the other one I did spots, and this one I'm doing stripes. Or you can have it all one color, or you could just get a confetti color one, or make it rainbow color, which at this point you probably already made up your mind. So that was number 4, now we're going to go on to number 5. number 6. I'm kind of tempted to do another row. I think I am going to do like another row, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a thin one. So I'm just going to go ahead and add one of each. Alright, and next we're going to be closing in. On this part, we're going to go in through here. I'm going to be using my main color, which is the yellow, but I'm going to be doing cap band for this one. So I'm going to be capping this one. I'm going to go diagonally from here in here. Alright, on the other side we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to, grab one band. I'm going to cap it. I'm going to go diagonally in. And the rest are going to be double bands. So just start filling in the inside. Okay, and then now we're going to go down on all of them with double bands again. And we're double bands. And just continue to fill in again. Alright, so now we're going to go in again, but this time with double bands. So grab your double bands, you're going to go in diagonally on both sides. So make sure that you go in right there, and now go ahead and fill in your parts. Except, let's go ahead and do this one with double bands right here, and do the other side also, just really quick. Okay, now the ones in here, those are going to be capped. I'm going to be doing one band, right, and capped band motion right there. Right here, one band, capped. It's going to go right there. Yeah, okay. So the rest will be doubles. Alright, now we're going to go in one more time on both sides. So go in right there. And on the other side, go in. And now you're going to go down on all 6 of these pegs with double bands. The last part is we're going to be adding these closures. So we're going to be starting from the edges, going to the inside. I think that's right. Yes. So we're going to go from the outside with double bands on the outside here. You grab double bands again, go right here, and then right here, and now there's this gap right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 2 bands, and I'm going to cap those, and I'm going to put that right there in between these two, right in the middle. So there's your cap band. Alright, now we're going to add our eyes. Well, actually, for this one, I used red eyes. Right, but you can do however you want. If you want it to look kind of like an octopus, then you can do 2 colored bands, or 2 clear bands, and 2 black bands. So you can do 2, so 1 of each, or if you want, you can go ahead and get a multicolored one. I'm using these, but if you want, you can do black bands, or you can do beads if you want to. Whatever you want to be able to make for the eyes. It's up to your choice. You're going to need one that is the same skin tone color as your octopus. So you're going to grab 1 band, and that's going to be capped. Okay. So I need 2 yellows. So first I'm going to make the eyes. And first I'm going to grab my black, but in this case it's going to be a twin colored one. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it around my hook 4 times. So now it's making their going around 4 times. Then I'm going to grab this one, right, and I'm going to wrap it around 4 times also. Right there, that's 2. And then on the sides, because I want them to be wrapped around in the side, right? And leave that black one in the middle. Now I'm going to grab my yellow one. This is going to be a bit hard or tricky for some of you, but I capped my band, and now I'm going to transfer all these bands over. So if you want to do them partially by color, you can do that. Alright, now that I have those, my eyes are going to go on this 3rd row right here. 1, 2. Okay, so on this, so 1, 2, 3 on this 3rd peg. So basically right there, from this triangle, and they're gonna go connecting right here. One's gonna go there, and the other one's gonna go there. Make sure that your eye is pointing at you, so it's looking at you, and that way you know it's correct. Alright, next one again, do the same thing. Wrap your black one around 4 times. You're going to wrap your color one twice on one side, twice on the other side. That's also 4. But if you have if they're just 2 of the same colors, just go ahead and wrap them around 3 times if you want. You don't happen to wrap them around 4 times. Alright, so there's my other eyeball. So again, right there, it's going to be where it's connected, okay? And right here. Alright, there we go. There's your eyes. And now we can start the looming process. We're going to start right here first with these. And after we're done with that, we're going to be adding our legs, okay? So whatever legs you have chosen to use, we're going to be using that after we loom this, okay? Here's your cap band. You're going to go ahead and grab the first two on one side, loom that to the side, go inside again, grab the first two, loom that to the side, make sure this stays on the loom. There we go. And just stop right there, okay? Do not loom anywhere else. Now on this side, grab the first two, loom that to the side, grab the next two, loom that to the side. And now you're done. That's going to close up your bottom so it doesn't come apart. Now we can go ahead and start adding our legs. Your legs are basically going to be joined by 4 bands. Those 4 bands you're going to be adding onto the pegs itself. I'm going to push down so I can have some room. Right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pegs, 7, 8. So there's your 8 legs. Go ahead and start adding your legs however you want to add them, whatever pattern you chose to have them show. Yes. All right. So there's all 8 of my legs. Now we can go ahead and start looming. And we're going to be starting from the outside edges. We're going to be moving our way to the inside. And then continue on from the outside to the inside. And work our way all the way up, okay? So let's go ahead and start from here. We're going to start off with the 2 bands that are these. Okay? One band's going to go over to the side, the first one. Okay, so there's my teardrop right there, so I know I'm doing it correctly. If you can see, there we go. That way you know I'm doing it correctly. I'm gonna grab the next one. Alright, and there's my second teardrop. So now this one's gonna go up. And the last 2, these will go to the side over here. Just a tad. Alright. Now that I did that one, I'm going to do the one on this side. Oops, I grabbed way too many bands. I only want the top one. And that one goes to the side. Next one goes up. And the last 2 go diagonal over. Now let's go on to this side again. I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab the first one. There's my teardrop. This one goes to the side. Grab the last one, and that one goes up. Right here. This one goes to the side. And then the last one in here, that goes up. Now this side. Right there. And the last one goes up. Oops, sorry. Totally forgot. Don't do this one yet. Put it back on there. I totally forgot. We have to do this one now. Now put this one over to the side. Okay, now you can grab the one from here and go up. So there it is. And now you can grab this last one. And the reason I do that is because they have to lock in, otherwise it's not going to lock in. And you're going to have an extra band flailing around out of nowhere. So now it's done correctly. Alright, now on to the next row. So you're going to continue like this all the way up. So from here, you're going to grab the top one from these bands. That goes to the side. The next one goes up. And the last two go to the side. Now this side. Same thing. First one to the side. Next one goes up. Last ones go diagonal. Okay, now on this side, these should be easier. So this one's tight, remember, because this is a cap band, so just be careful. You're going to do this one to the side. The next one goes up. So this has to be a little bit tighter in order to be able to create a shape that we want. So this side now. Remember, they are cap bands. Be a little more careful for this one. Now the other side, right here. First one goes to the side. Next one goes up. Over here. To the side. And up. Right here. We're going to go to the side and then stop. Don't go to the top because we have to cross this one now. So let's go grab this one. This one also goes to the side. And now we can put both of them up. This one goes up and this one goes up. Right. Alright. And now we can go ahead and do the next side and continue up. On this one, we're going to be adding one of the brows that goes here, okay? So just be cautious on how we do it. This should be easy. Grab the first one here, move it over. Next one goes up. Over here. To the side. And then up. The other side now. To the side. And up. Over here. To the side. And up. Right here, obviously we cannot go to the side because our eyeball is taking that space, so we are going to go diagonal. Right. And now I'm going to go up. Right here again. I'm going to go diagonal. And the last one goes up. Okay, now here's where we're going to add our brow. So the first one, let's do that one first. This one's going to go to the side. Okay. And now this last one, before I put it up, I'm going to grab two bands. I'm going to do one of each so I can add some color and texture into there. Alright, one of each band. I'm going to wrap it around my hook 3 times. So now it looks like I have 6 rows in there. And I'm going to grab this last one, transfer these bands onto there, and loop it. And there's part of my brow right there. The next ones are going to be on the next row up here. Okay. Now let's do this one. So again, first one goes to the side. And now we're going to grab our brow colors. Wrap it around 3 times. Grab it. Transfer the bands. And loop it. Okay. There we go. Now let's go ahead and start crossing these. So just the top one, cross, and just the top one, cross. Right. And now we can do the last ones that go up. Alright. Let's continue. Right here. This first one is going to go over. The next one is going to go up. And these last ones are kept, so be careful. These are going to go to the side. Right. Now the other side. So first one is going to go over. Next one's going to go up. And last ones are capped. Careful, these are going to go to the diagonal. Alright. Now we need to add our next part of our brow. And this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do a yellow one, wrapped around 4 times. So 1 band. It's going to wrap around 4 times. Okay. And I'm going to grab the first one. Before I put it to the side, I'm going to transfer over that band. Oops, do that again. It's a good thing it's not going to go anywhere. It's still right here. Transfer it again. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and loop it to the side. There's the next part of the brow. And now the last one right here goes up. So this side. So again, I'm going to grab another yellow one. Wrap it around 4 times. Grab the first one. This transfers. And loop it. Now the last one goes up. Alright, so there it is. There's my eyeball, so make sure that it's right diagonal across from it. Let's go on to this side. We're going to do, again, the same thing. But the same thing that I did on this one, I'm going to do for this one. So I'm going to grab both colors, wrap around 3 times. Grab the first one. Before I put it diagonal, I'm going to go ahead and transfer all these. And loop it. And the last one here goes up. So there is our completed brow on one side of the eye. Now the last part of the brow. Alright, there you go. First one, I'm going to transfer them all. And there you go. And the next one goes up. Alright, now the rest. We can go ahead and do over and then up. Over. This one goes up. Now right here, I'm going to go over and up. Remember, these are the last ones, so now we have to do just the over ones first before we go up. So over. Over. Alright, and now we go up on both of them. Okay. Alright. Now I'm at the part where I'm at my first stripe part. So right here, I'm going to grab this top one, which should be my pattern one, and that's going to go to the side. And this next one's going to go up. So over here, same thing. Notice how the ones that are going across are the colored ones, but the ones going up are the bottom bands, which are the same color. That's what I mean by patterning. Alright, next row. Hopefully you have this down already on how to do it. Remember, when you get to the end, you always want to do the side ones first. And then the top ones. Alright. Continue on to your next row. For mine, both of these are the same color, so this is going to be a thicker line. Come on. I'm in the last one, so I'm just going to go to the side ones. And then the top ones. Let's continue on. Oops. Oh, it doesn't matter. One's not gonna hurt. I did that one a little bit differently. It's totally fine. They're the same color anyway. Alright. Almost getting there. Oh, here a minute. The side and the top. Let's do this next. We did both of these to the top. I don't know why. There we go. Now it's fixed. You always want to confirm everything's looped the correct way, by the way. You don't want to mess up and have it be destroyed or have it start all over. That will be bad. Now both go to the top. Alright. Whew. Okay. Almost done. Let's finish this up. Oops, this one goes to the side. Okay, right here, obviously, we can't go up, so we're gonna go to the side, and then diagonal. Over here too, we're gonna go to the side, and then diagonal, and continue your way over to the middle. Okay. From here again, we're gonna do the same thing. Grab the top one, it's gonna go to the side. Next one's gonna go, oops, diagonal. To the side, diagonal. And up. Up. Alright. Last parts, we're going to go work our way to the middle. So we're going to grab the bottom two from here. That's one. Go in here. That's two. Go in here. Grab the bottom ones. And that's three. And then stop right there. Now over here. Oops. Let's do it again. That's one. Go in here, grab the bottom two. That's two. Go in here, grab the bottom two. That's three. Alright, so now that we have those right there, I'm going to grab one band to be able to use a slip knot. I'm going to go in here, grab those bottom two, keep them in my hook. You're going to go in here now, grab the bottom two from there, take them out. Alright, now I'm going to put a slip knot on there. Alright, and now let's go ahead and take it out of our entire loom. Okay, take that off now. That should be okay. Let's go ahead and check out our little octopus. Right now it looks like a really weird cuttlefish, like flat thing, but we're gonna help it get its shape. You want to pop out the eyes, make the brows protrude so that way it starts to look like a better thing, and then it's going to start to get its shape once we start doing the back. Okay, that'll be the next step. So let's go ahead and get comfortable, but hopefully everything is looking right. So everything looks okay from the back. Yeah, cool. Alright, and actually these eyes came out pretty cool. They look really, really good. I like them. Okay. Okay, where I last left off, we were right here with the back completely open. You're going to be needing at least 2 hooks. One you can do with Rainbow Loom, and if you have a crochet hook, that will actually be a lot more helpful for some parts of completing our octopus head. For the rest of it, you are not going to need your loom, like I said. It will all be done on a hook just to be able to help conceal it. And the reason for that is because I really don't know how to be able to make it to like get into the shape that I want. Just because it has to be in a certain way where it has to get all joined right here, because they have to kind of be joined like this. So it'll be cinched in right here, and then this will be added a little bit more, so that way you have your octopus shape. Okay. And then at the very end, we're going to be adding its ink jets. And that's going to be at the very, very end. The first thing we're going to do is to do 1 row of just regular adding bands all around. We're going to be starting right here where our slip knot is at. Where our slip knot is, I'm going to grab the bottom 2 bands down here. Okay, from that same middle section, I'm going to drag that slip knot through it. Okay, and so now that you have it through it, it's going to be a little bit smaller, and I'm going to make my way in this direction. Okay, so if you can see these 2 bands right there, you only need 2 bands. Okay, they're right in the middle, all these bands. I'm going to go ahead and grab another band right there. I'm going to pass it just through those 2 bands. Okay. Just those 2. And then I'm going to go under that one. So now I have my 2 bands left on there. I'm going to go through the next 2 bands right here. It's kind of like the same thing that we did for the elephant. If you did the elephant. So now you're going to grab another band right here. This is our second band. You're only going to go through the first 2, reclaim it. Now you have those 2 pairs. And go under now, those 2. Now I'm going to go through another 2 bands right here. Grab another band. Go under those 2, reclaim it, and now go under these 2. And then right here, go ahead and just find 2 bands, it doesn't matter where. It's totally fine. You're going to go through those 2, and now go under these 2. Okay. There's going to be this big space. You should see like which one you're attached to, okay? Obviously I'm attached to this one, so I'm going to go to this one next. Go through those, reclaim, and go under these 2. Alright. Now my next one is going to be right here. So right here I have these new color bands. Okay. So I'm obviously going to be grabbing these 2. Since I'm grabbing that one, I'm going to grab one of the ones of that same color. Just so I can continue. And I'm going to go under. Alright. There we go. The next 2 are right here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab 2 from there. These are going to be yellow for me. And then under these. And the next 2 are these. And then go under. The next 2 are the pattern one for me. I'm going to grab them. And then go under. The next 2 are yellow for me. Reclaim, and then go under. And these next 2, these are going to be pattern again. Reclaim, and then go under. And then the next 2, These are yellow for me. Alright, so right here, I have only these two bands. Once you see these two bands, sorry, there's 3 bands. So it's, obviously these are the ones that are connected now to my arms. I'm gonna skip these. I'm literally gonna skip. I'm not gonna go under these two, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just go directly onto these now. And I want the bottom ones under. Okay, so I'm gonna skip that one. Go directly to that one. Reclaim, and then go under. For right here, I'm gonna turn my octopus around so that way I can see a little bit better. And there's my leg right there. I'm obviously connected to this one now, so I can go under this one. But I'm gonna skip it instead. So I'm gonna go under this one instead. Right. And the reason I'm skipping is because I wanted to cinch it a little. So I'm obviously going to skip 2. So I'm gonna go and do 1 and skip. Sorry, I skip 1 and then then grab the one on this side. Skip that one and then grab the next one over. Okay, so these I'm just gonna grab again. I'm gonna grab just the bottom one. Okay. With these, I'm not gonna skip anymore, except for the one that when I get to on the other side. But I'm almost in my middle actually. And the reason I can tell I'm on the middle is because there is my cap band right there in the middle, literally right in the middle. I'm gonna stop right there when I get to the cap band. So I literally just did 1, and here's my cap band, because that one's next. On that one, I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 band, reclaim, and then transfer through, and I'm gonna stop right there. I need a clip for this part. When you get a clip, go ahead and put it right on there. You need a C-clip, okay? Don't put a slip knot because it's just gonna slide in there. A clip is going to hold it so that way it's not gonna fall. And the only reason also is I can tell because that's like a little mouth. Okay, I need that little hole right there. Now that I have this side done, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So you kind of see that it's kind of getting a little bit more shaped form, right? So right there, it'll be cinched right after. Now again, I'm going to look for that middle slip knot. This is my middle slip knot that I did last time, that I used last time, okay? And you can see that it's being attached right here because this is the only single one. This is the only single band that I have. That's my slip knot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just grab one side, get a band, and now I'm gonna go on to this next side where I need to grab these 2 bands, put my band in there, reclaim, and now I'm gonna go under that single, whoops, I need both of them. There we go. I'm gonna put these 2 under that single one. Alright? Okay, now to continue. So again, I'm gonna grab 2 bands from here. Reclaim, and then go under. 2 bands from here. I have way too many bands right there. Okay. Reclaim, and then under. 2 right here. Reclaim, then under. 2 right here. Reclaim, and then under. And now again, I'm right here to the one that has my pattern. If yours is different, then go ahead and just continue. But if you have the same pattern that I have with the stripes, whoops, so that's supposed to be a different band, a pattern band. There we go. and then go under. Now right here I have, I'm just gonna grab the two back ones. This one's yellow, reclaim, and then under. And then again right here, the two back ones. Reclaim and then under. And then again, I'm back to my pattern one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab another pattern band. Reclaim and then under. And then right here, again, I need another yellow one. Under. And then another pattern one. So I'm gonna grab those. Under. Okay, so now I need two of these bands right here. Okay. These are the tighter ones, okay? And obviously I have now just these two left. So obviously I'm going to skip this one and go directly onto this one, the one in the bottom under the tentacle. So go ahead and grab a band, reclaim, and then go under. And now again, I'm going to skip the next one over and go directly onto the one after that one. And I'm going to grab the back two bands. So, and it's a little hard to see because it's such a difficult color. And then I have one more to go right here. Okay, and now I'm finally where the cap band is at right here, which is going to be the mouth part. Grab one band right there, go under, reclaim, and then go under. Okay, so now you have this part, and go ahead and attach this side to the clip as well. I need to show you something really quick. So now that we have that, I just have my clip right here holding both of the ends. So you can see that it's taking a little bit more shape. For this one, we're going to be attaching this kind of like that. Alright. So it's going to be taking more of an octopus shape. So now we're going to be cinching our way up, and then we're going to go around right here. Okay. Alright, so from right here, it's a lot easier if you have a crochet hook. And this way we can be able to just go ahead and work our way up. And if you have a double-ended one, that's fine, but if not, then it's totally okay. And you don't have to have a double-ended crochet hook. If not, then you can also use a piece of wire, or you can still use your hook, just it'll be a little bit harder. What I want to do right here, obviously we have to pinch this, and we're going to be stitching our way up, just 4 times up, okay? We don't need to go that high. Obviously we have our clip right here, and then this band. So, and then there's this one, which is not going to be counting for anything. We have this one. This is going to be our first one. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So for me, I'm going to stop on this one. This is the one that I'm going to stop in. The same thing for this side, okay? So I'm going to go through my first one, which is going to be this one, okay? Not this one. This one's already done for because it's already having this one come out. So I'm going to go directly to this one. I'm just going to grab the outside ones. I'm going to put my crochet hook in there. I'm going to grab the clip and I'm going to insert these two and then these two onto the crochet hook as well. And then I'm going to grab these two that are next. So it should be looking like that. I can take out this clip now. I don't need it anymore. There is a lot of bands right here. You're going to have this band go through all of them. So go through these two first, then these, then go through these two, and then these two. All right. And now you have that. All right, so now I'm gonna go and push this to this end. And if you have your other hook, this can help you. I'm gonna grab this end now. This is gonna be number 2. All right, I'm gonna put it directly onto that hook. So there you go again. So I'm gonna push this now to the other side. And now I'm gonna grab onto, sorry. These two, there we go. Okay, that was a little hard. So again, grab another band. You're gonna go under these two, then this one, and then this one, and then these two, and reclaim. All right. So now it's been stitched, and now it's taken better form. Okay, that was number 2. Now we need number 3. So again, I'm gonna push this onto this side, grab number 3, which is this one. I'm gonna put that at this end of my hook. And get the other one from this side, which is the one right here for me. And again, I'm gonna grab another band. Under this one, under this one, and this one. And then reclaim. All right. Cool. That was number 3. Now finally we're going to finish up with number 4, which for me is going to be this one. Okay. Like I said, the one with the pattern. I'm gonna grab those two, put that on this end of my hook. Grab the next two over here, and this one I'm going to use a pattern one. Go under and then reclaim. All right. Now that we are here, all right, now we can finish up with the rest of our patterning. So our octopus is complete now from the bottom, right? And actually, I'm going to transfer this onto this hook now. I don't need the crochet hook anymore. Now that I have those two, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way over around. So I'm gonna grab the next two right here, but instead of the outside ones, I'm going to grab the ones on the inside. So I'm gonna grab one from the inside and then one from the outside. So just like that. So that one that I'm grabbing is yellow, so I'm gonna grab a yellow one. And then reclaim it, and now I have those two bands on there, so I'm going to put these under those two. Okay, I'm going to grab onto the next ones right here. So I'm going to go get one from the inside, one from the outside. This one's a pattern one for me, so I'm going to grab a pattern one as well and reclaim it, and then under, and again. You're gonna do this until you get all the way to the beginning where you started right here. And then for me, it's another one that is yellow. And then another one that is patterned. Don't worry, we're almost done. So I know this is not supposed to be a loomigurumi thing, but once you do one full row I'll show you how to be able to close it up. So from here, just continue grabbing one from the inside, one from the outside. If you've done my other tutorials, you should be familiar with this pattern already. I would do it a lot with the shoes, with cinching. I've done it with the elephant, and now we're going to do it with the octopus. Okay, there's going to be some times where it's going to be a little bit hard to figure out where your pattern is going. Okay. Especially if you're using jelly bands, because they're a little bit harder to see. I'm right here in the middle, and I'm just going to go ahead and cinch it. I'm actually just going to skip the entire middle part and go directly onto the next part. There's no need for me to add anything right there in the middle. It's just, I'm just going to go ahead and cinch it and skip the entire middle altogether. And then continue my way to the other side. Grab one from this side, one from this side. Okay, now I'm right here again with a pattern one, so I'm going to grab a band with that color. Next one. Alright, I'm almost at my starting point. Alright, so I'm right here now at my starting point, and I can tell because obviously it's being connected to the part where I started right here, which is being on that teardrop. Okay. Right here, now we're going to go ahead and start to do our final closing section. Okay. Our octopus is already taking its shape. Right. You're also going to be needing, if you want to put a little bit of stuffing, you don't have to, but if you want to go ahead and keep it stuffed a little, you may want to go ahead and get some right now. Alright, so you really don't need a lot of stuffing, you just need a tiny little ball, and this is going to help kind of keep its, well, I guess its shape, so that way it doesn't like go completely flat on you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep it in there, or you can just stuff it with rubber bands. It's up to you, doesn't matter. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the final cinching part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab just one more part right here, and this is going to be multiple bands actually. Okay, so I'm gonna grab one band from right here, just one from this side, okay, and I'm gonna grab one from this side, and then I'm gonna grab these two over here. These are the next ones, okay, and this way it kind of helps close that off a little bit more. And I'm gonna grab one that same color, whatever color that is. I'm gonna grab that same color, go through these two, and then go through this one. Okay, and then, oops, no, not that one. Sorry, you're gonna reclaim it. Sorry about that. And then you're gonna go under this last set of two. All right, so now that you have it closed on there, right, now we can go ahead and continue. And this part, we just need one more going around. So now for this one, I'm going to skip one, which is going to be this one. I'm going to literally skip it, and I'm going to go directly onto the one above it. And right there. So again, now I'm gonna do two more. So I just did one, and I'm gonna do number 2, and go under. Number 3, and this one's gonna be a pattern one. Okay, and now instead of going to my 4th one, I'm going to skip that one and go directly onto the one after that. So I'm going to skip one and go directly onto the next one. Right. Remember, I skipped that one and I went directly into the next one. Reclaim, go under. Whoops. Let me grab that again. Go under again. There we go. So again, that was 1. Now we're going to go again, number 2. So just grab onto that one. So my next one is this one. Okay, that's 2. And now number 3. It's going to be this one. Alright, and now I'm going to skip the 4th one. I'm going to skip that one, which is my middle one, and go directly onto the next one. Alright, next one's going to be number 2, so go directly onto your next one. And number 3. So I'm going to go to this one. And then go under. So number 4, I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip this yellow one and go directly onto that pattern one. So I'm going to grab one from the inside, one from the outside. Reclaim. Go under. That was 1. Alright. Then this one is my next one. It's 2. And finally 3. Alright. Okay. And now, again, we're going to cinch it up just like we did before. Okay. So with this one, I'm going to skip that one and go directly onto, so here's how it is. Right here, I'm obviously being held by that one. And then I have this one down here, this one, and then this fourth one. So I have this one where that's being held from, 2, 3, 4, this one, right across. I'm gonna go ahead and go right across in that one. Grab band, okay, and then I'm gonna go under and connect. Okay. Alright, we're almost done. So now right here, we just need to go ahead and close it off. So I need to go ahead and grab the next one up. Here we go. And I'm going to skip one, go directly to the next one. With these, I'm just going to go ahead and keep using yellow from now on just to be able to close it up. Skip one, go directly to the next one. Okay, so again, skip one and go directly to the next one. Alright, and skip one, go directly to the next one. Clean and then go under. Whoops. Hang on. I made a slip knot. I don't want to slip knot. There we go. Okay. And now I'm just going to go ahead and grab. I'm going to skip that one, go directly to the next one, which is for me it's these two. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and grab another one from this side. So I'm going to skip one and grab another one from the other side, and I'm going to tie it up with a slip knot. So I need to have 3 sections of bands on there. So there's 6 rows. Grab one band, and now you're going to go through all of them. That's right, all of them, and tie it up in a slip knot. And now you're going to hide that slip knot inside. So if you want to just go through some random point, pull it in. Now it's just hiding in there. Alright. And our octopus is nearly complete. Now we need to do the ink jets. And we're going to be adding those right under that brow section. You have this cap band right here. You're going to be adding it to, there's like a little band right here, okay? Alright. Right under your brow. So obviously there's that little brow section where you have this little cap band going around 4 times. Alright, so you're not going to add it obviously to the brow. You're going to add it to the band right under. In order to be able to do it, I need 2 bands, and these are going to be going around your hook 3 times. So they are making 6 rows. And then I'm going to grab one band. That one's going to be yes. Is it one band? Let's do 2 just in case. So I'm going to grab another 2 bands. Cap those. Okay. I'm going to transfer these onto the capped bands. Reclaim it on your hook. Be careful with this. I'm trying to remember if it's a capped one. Alright, and now you're going to transfer these back ones under all those, so that way it's a slip knot. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and instead do it with just 2 regular bands instead of capped. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and just do it again. Right here I have these little ones. Again, I'm gonna coil it around 3 times. I'm gonna reuse these again. They're just gonna be regular, okay? Sorry about that. And then transfer them over. So now you have 2 bands left over. Reclaim it back on your hook and then make it into a slip knot. Okay. From that one, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out of my hook really quick. I'm gonna hold it with my fingers, and now I'm gonna look for that band I told you. You're just gonna grab the top 2. You're gonna grab again that end, and you're going to open the end of it and push that little ball through to slip it under like a slip knot, okay? And now you have one of them completed. Now we're gonna do the other side. So we see here is that capped band right there. So I'm gonna look for this. There's my bands. There's where I have to connect it. I'm gonna do another one. So again, I'm gonna get 2 bands. Rotate them. Grab another 2 bands. Transfer them onto those 2. Reclaim it onto your hook and then slide it under so you can make a slip knot. I'm going to take it out of my hook. There's those bands that I wanted. And again, I'm going to pull those in. Oops. Sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way. I need to do it this way. The hook, my hook is coming from the eyes side. Just like the other side, I have to do it the same exact way. So now I have to open up that hole again. Okay, and I'm gonna push the little ball through the hole. And tighten it a little bit. Don't pull too hard, because you don't wanna have it go all over. And there's your octopus. Alright. So it's just a little octopus. Later on, I may do different tentacles to make a giant octopus. Okay, and we're going to be doing the same type of head for that one. It's pretty much going to be the same thing, but now you have your tentacles going out. If you want to wire it, you can. All you need is black wire. You're going to go ahead and put them through, right? And the end, if you want to just join them between 2, you can do that. All you have to do is just grab enough wire to make it fit 2 of them, and then you just put inside one and then inside the other one at the same time. Okay, so and then all you need is just 4 sections, and then you'll have your wired octopus. Okay, what I mean by the wire is it has to be long enough to be able to fit onto your legs right there. So you can see that I've already wired all my other ones. So I'm gonna need 4 sets of these. Right, so you need it long enough. You just want to go ahead and stretch these over and measure your wire and then cut it, okay? So you want it just a little bit enough so that way you can be able to coil and wrap it around, okay? And then you're gonna bend it in half. Try to keep them as straight as possible, and that way it goes in a lot easier, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to be able to put them in here, and obviously I already did these, and then once we're done, we can go ahead and start coiling them to however you want. You're going to be starting from the back right here, so you wanna go ahead and just put in one, and then the other one. All right, there's gonna be a lot of times that they're gonna be coming out like this, okay? So you just wanna go ahead and keep pushing them in. Sometimes it's easy if you just push them out a little bit and then lift and insert back into the middle. So again, right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and lift and insert back into the middle. And try to, again, keep them inside your tentacles. So you want to continue to push them inside. So this one's staying inside, so that's good. A lot of times you may need the help of your thumb to kind of drive them up, and I can feel that they're coming out on this one, so I'm going to continue. But this one's staying inside so far. Okay, so now this one came out, and the other one also. So again, lift and then push in. Okay. So lift, push in, lift, push in. Continue until you get all the way to the end. Alright, so now I made it all the way to the end. Right, awesome. And right here, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust to make sure that they are stretched as much as they can without ruining my legs. So right here, I need to have them go through the inside and the middle. So I'm going to use help of my hook to have a guide through some of the bands. Okay. And then go in through the middle and then come out somewhere in the middle right there of that little tentacle part. I'm going to use my pliers to bend down just a little bit, straight down. And then I'm going to press it so that way stays put and doesn't move out. Same thing for this one. I'm going to go in here because I need to have it go through some of the bands to make sure it doesn't go through the side. I want to go straight through the middle. Just jam it in there. And you get to come out. There we go. So now it finally came out. And again, I'm going to bend just a little bit. And then I'm going to pinch it. And that should be done. So I try to put them in as far as I can. Okay. And then once you have all four, you can go ahead and coil your octopus to have it do whatever it is that you want it to do. Alright, There's going to be some playing around, so you definitely want to play around with your tentacles however you want. Okay. And that way it gets to the shape that you want it. Okay, but you have your octopus there. So it's completed. You can have it however you want it to look. Hope you like it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give a thumbs up. Leave a comment below for whatever you want to say to me. Any details, what you want next, what you want for things to look like, what do you like about my tutorial, and also follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. Links are below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have fun.